Welcome back.
The ComCast, Jax.
Yeah. Post Super Bowl loss 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, and we will not be covering that.
Yeah, I asked
for
him.
personal reasons.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay. I was right, but I mean, it's like I'm always right. So.
Except for every time before that game.
But I was right when it mattered most.
Kinda.
It's
Would
okay.
you rather have a better overall record or win one?
Win when it matters.
It didn't even matter though.
Oh, it did, because the last one is bittersweet for all the Bengals fans.
Yeah, it's probably bittersweet to watch the best team in Ohio and just get shadowed by Cincinnati each year as a Cleveland fan.
It's a tough scene, but enough football. Today we're going to be switching it up. Me and Davis both follow college basketball, so we're going to give some, as the conference season is running down or slowing down before March Madness, we're going to give our regular conference title predictions for the Big 12, the ACC, the Big 10, the Big East, the SEC, and the Pac-12. We did the top 6 conferences for college basketball. Do you want me to go first?
Yeah.
All right, first, the Big Ten. It's a very tight race in the Big Ten. You got, Purdue, Wisconsin, Illinois, Ohio State. It's like the top 4 teams. But I have Purdue winning the Big Ten. Jaden Ivey, Travion Williams, and Zach Edey is a trio in the Big Ten that will compete with any trio in the country. Jaden Ivey's going to be a top pick in this draft. I really love the way he plays. Travion Williams coming off the bench and doing wonders for this Purdue team. And Zach Edey is a big 7'6" big who can really just change the game. And I know this from being an Ohio State fan, watching him play in the Big Ten. He plays really good basketball. And I don't see them losing the rest of the way in the Big Ten to win the conference.
Yeah, in the Big Ten, I think I'm going to follow Jax here with the Purdue pick. I just looking at the other teams. I don't see anyone that can make a run in consecutive games, the conference tournament, except for Purdue. I think Wisconsin.
They got Johnny Davis.
Just last night they they won by 1 point against a Minnesota team that is awful.
Yeah.
That is 4-14 in the conference. And it just seems like Purdue's the team that's they're not really consistent, but they consistently win.
Yeah.
And I guess Wisconsin's the same, but I just feel like Purdue's a better matchup. I feel like Wisconsin could be upset by Ohio State in the conference, but then ultimately Ohio State's probably going to lose to Purdue or Illinois later.
I mean, we play Illinois tonight, so it's a big game.
No, I'm talking about in the conference tournament.
So you think Purdue's going to win regular season, but going on, you think?
No, I think Purdue wins the Big Ten championship.
And the regular season? You think they win both?
I don't know about regular season because I don't know. Do they play Wisconsin again this year?
Let me check.
Because that would be for a tie, I think. Because does college basketball go off?
They play Wisconsin on March 1st.
Does it go off of points in college basketball? A win's a point?
No, so it's win-loss, then it's head-to-head.
Okay, so I think if Purdue wins out, they win out, or they win and they can. They play Wisconsin in one of their last 3.
Yeah.
And they should win both the other games. Michigan State is awful.
They're falling apart.
Yeah, they've hit a rough stretch. And Rutgers is dangerous at home. They are awful on the road.
Yeah.
Michigan not having Juwan Howard because of his outburst.
Yeah.
Is very tough for them. Wait, he's out of just the regular season.
Yeah,
right?
he
can come back for the.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, I think that's it with the Big Ten, though.
So you have Purdue winning the regular season crown.
I have Purdue winning
So do I.
regular season. Yeah.
All right, moving on to the Big 12. This is one I really thought about because the way Baylor and Texas Tech have been playing. I think Kansas plays Baylor tonight or tomorrow, so that's a big game. And but ultimately, I have winning the conference. I have Kansas. Bill Self is just, I think, personally a top 3 coach in college basketball. He's been doing this year in, year out. He has this team playing at elite level with Ochai Ajabi leading the squad. He could be a Wooden Award winner the way he's played this year. He's averaging 20 points a game. He's taken this team to new levels. He's gotten better and better as the season's gone on. And other guys like Christian Braun, who I think could be a late first-round pick, and David McCormick really help Ochai and have other options other than him and keep this Kansas team really versatile. And especially with Braun, he helps them spread the floor.
For me, I think I got Baylor.
Ooh.
Solely because this game on Saturday, Kansas plays Baylor. It's in Baylor.
Mm-hmm.
Kansas hasn't been looking extremely hot recently. They went on a little bit of a cold streak against Texas, and they only beat Oklahoma by 2 at home, and Oklahoma's not that good.
Yeah.
And Baylor, I think Baylor needs to win out, and then Kansas needs to lose 1 or 2 games. I don't really know.
I think it's 2 because Baylor would have head-to-head.
Yeah. Did Baylor beat them once? Or
I don't know.
I'll see if they played them already this year. But you can take it away, Jax.
But yeah, I don't know. I really like Texas Tech too, but I don't think there's enough time left because it's just that close.
Last time they played Kansas won by 24.
Ooh.
But it was in Kansas.
Kansas is a tough place to play unless you're Kentucky.
Yeah. Kentucky is just Kansas's kryptonite.
Yeah.
They always beat them by 4 every single time. Yeah, I don't think Kentucky's ever won a game by double digits.
Dang. So you have Baylor coming out of the Big 12?
Yes.
Just like football, you're loving the Bears this year in college.
Yeah. Did I get that one? Did they win the conference championship?
They did win the conference championship. You predicted
wow.
it right. Because Oklahoma State got stopped at the 1-yard line 8 times.
If I put Baylor down as the conference champion back then,
you're sticking with your guts?
I'm sticking with them. There's no way I can go against them after them saving me. And then now we're going to head into the ACC.
You want to go first?
I don't think it really matters because
Yeah.
Duke is winning. They are hot right now too. 6 in a row. They're 15-3. They're going to have to lose another game to be they're going to have to lose another game
Notre Dame, right?
to even have a possibility. I think they have to lose 2 games.
I mean, the game last night was their chance to lose at Virginia.
Yeah, but they're playing at Syracuse. That's kind of a tough game on a Saturday. And then they play at Pitt. I don't think they can do anything. And then they play home against North Carolina after they just smoked North Carolina by 20 at Chapel Hill.
Yeah, I got Duke as well. I think it's pretty clear-cut and obvious. They have Paolo Banchero and A.J. Griffin. They're top 10 projected picks in the draft. You also got Mark Williams, big body center, and Wendell Moore, who's taken big strides in his second year at Duke. This is just a really dangerous team. We've seen it year-long, and I don't see the ACC stopping them with the ACC being down, with Virginia not being as good, Louisville not being as good, Carolina not being as good. Like, the ACC's just been a down year, and Duke's been taking advantage of it.
Yeah. And then up next,
Big East?
Big East. Providence all the way.
Friars.
Providence, I feel like is going to make a run in the tournament. I
Think
think they're a
so?
streaky team. I feel like they're going to make it farther than every other Big East team, too.
Not going to lie, I thought you were going to say Villanova.
I would say Villanova, but Villanova's kind of hit the injury bug recently.
Have they?
Yeah. They've been getting – they don't have, huge injuries, but they have, a guy out every night, with, not a sprain or, a soreness or something like that. So it's just kind of rough for them.
No, I thought you were going to pick Villanova, but I also have Providence. They've taken the college basketball world by storm. With Ed Cooley, I think he should be in the running for Coach of the Year. He's really turned Providence around from being like a decent like Big East school to now being the top dogs right now. It's a very balanced scoring squad. With their game last night, I mean, what a game against Xavier, triple overtime win. That just helps so much confidence. Their leading scorers being Nate Watson, Al Durham, and Jaron Bynum had an amazing game last night. 28 points against Xavier in triple overtime. He looked really good. Yes, I know Villanova beat them at their place. I still have them winning the Big East with not a lot of games left and Providence playing at an elite level.
Mm-hmm. I think it's just it's Providence's title, like regular season title to lose. It's probably their conference title to lose.
Yeah, I mean, just winning that regular season, like that'd be such an accomplishment, like for them. They haven't done it in so long.
They'd have a pretty easy road, I'm pretty sure, until the end of the conference tournament.
I feel like they can beat anybody comfortably besides Villanova. Yeah. I think Villanova will do them problems. And they can
still beat Villanova easily, too. But Marquette could be an issue for them.
Xavier, as we saw, triple overtime.
Yeah, but I think that was Xavier's last little hurrah. Like, if Xavier won, I feel like they would have got hot.
Yeah.
But since they lost, I feel like they're just going to be down.
But this is your conference, Davis, coming up. The SEC, your team, Kentucky. Mm-hmm. For me, I've been hot on this team all year. Auburn, I have them winning the regular season SEC crown. Jabari Smith, Wendell Green, KD Johnson, Walker Kessler is a nasty top four with a really deep bench they have. And I personally think they're the top team in college basketball no matter the ranking. Mm-hmm. Yes, they've had some bad losses to Florida and they lost to other teams, but I just don't think when you have the projected number one pick in the draft and a guy like Walker Kessler in there, 7-footer who can change the game, the transfer from North Carolina, I just don't see how they don't work well. I mean, KD Johnson and Wendell Green's also a really good backcourt. Mm-hmm. Bruce Pearl has his team playing at an elite level, and I just see Auburn winning it.
I feel like mathematically, looking at this, Auburn is going to win, but off of a head-to-head. Because Kentucky plays like three like kind of easy-ish games. Like the only hard game they play is, I think, they play at Arkansas on Saturday.
Yeah. That's tough. Or it's home versus Arkansas or at Arkansas?
At Arkansas.
Ooh, that's a tough game.
But then Auburn plays at Tennessee, and Tennessee hasn't lost at home this year.
True.
And looking at Kentucky, they played Tennessee maybe last week or 2 weeks ago, something like that. And Tennessee smoked them by like 13. But Tennessee's just a different team at home.
I agree.
Because the last time when Tennessee won by like 13 when they played Tennessee at home.
Yeah.
Or when they played Kentucky at home. And then Kentucky goes to Rupp, and Kentucky wins by 30.
Dang. Yeah.
And also, Kentucky did not have a fully healthy team against Tennessee. But I still feel Tennessee wins this. They're just a different team at home. And it's on the Saturday night.
Yeah.
Like, I just feel like...
So who do you have winning the SEC, though?
I feel like Auburn wins off of the head-to-head tiebreaker, unless they lose to Mississippi State or South Carolina. Because I feel like Kentucky's going to win out against Ole Miss, Florida, and Arkansas.
All right, now we go to our last conference, the Pac-12. I think this is the conference that me and you know least about, to be honest.
I know one thing.
What's the one thing you know?
And it's that the University of Southern California it's not good.
No.
They're
23-4.
If you look at the schedule, USC basketball, you're gonna see that they're just not winning how they should. They play Pacific, they win by 6. They play Washington, they win by 10. They play Washington State, they win by 2. They lose to Stanford at home. They're just not beating the teams that they should beat. They should be beating these teams convincingly. Yeah. Oregon State is probably one of the worst teams in college basketball this year after having actually a pretty good season last year. They
lost to Stanford twice?
Yeah.
Damn.
And then they play Cal.
Dang.
10. They're just they beat They beat UC Irvine by 5.
Yeah.
They beat Washington State by 2 twice. Like, they just don't.
Yeah.
There's not a team that's consistently good enough to be able to beat all these teams.
Yeah.
Like San Diego State, they scored 58 points. Like, you're playing San Diego State. It's not like they have a top 5 defense in the league or in the country
All right,
or whatever.
Davis, we know you hate USC, but who do you have winning the Pac-12?
Arizona,
Why do you have Arizona winning the Pac-12?
because it's not USC.
I agree with you. Arizona's won the Pac-12 easy. Benedict Mathurin is a top guard in the NBA draft list. And him with Azuolas Tubelis, sorry if I mispronounced your name, being a second option is very good. I think the most underrated player in college basketball, Jalen Terry. I watched him play against UCLA when they beat them. He was so versatile, and he gave Arizona a lot of good matchups with him being so long and lengthy and fast. But, I mean, I forget, did Sean Miller get fired a few years ago?
I don't know anything about the Pac-12.
I think he got fired after, like, some money issues. And, I mean, this new coach that I think he was a Gonzaga assistant, I forget his name, has really turned around Arizona basketball to what it's been in the past. And I just don't see anyone winning. So, my list, I have Arizona, Auburn, Providence, Duke, Kansas. Arizona, Auburn, Providence, Duke, Kansas, Purdue as my conference champs.
I think I have the same exact as you besides the Big 12.
So you have Purdue, Baylor, Duke, Providence, Auburn, Arizona.
Yeah.
There you have it. I hope you guys like the college basketball.
Yeah, and we're definitely going to be doing a conference
Tournament?
championship tournament,
Yeah,
conference
yeah.
tournament
Yep.
overview.
Yep.
Probably we might go into like some of the the weaker conferences, like maybe
Yeah.
like the OVC, like Murray State and stuff like that.
Sleeper teams, sleeper conferences. Yeah.
And then obviously we'll have some big March Madness plays for you guys.
Yeah. This isn't the longest episode because there's not really too much to dissect here. We're just picking winners. But
there's like 5 games left in the season.
Yeah.
Seeing how the teams will finish up that are close.
But we can't wait for March Madness in the time. And we'll see you very soon. We're going to try to get back on uploading more.
Yeah. I was just a little bit sad after
It's
the
okay.
Bengals. I was not about to try and post a Super Bowl recap. I could not go over it.
Yeah. But it's okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty, boys. Stay safe. Love you guys.
Yeah. We do.
Keep grinding.
Always.
Yeah. And we'll see you next time.
Peace out.
Chasing the day.